Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront updates and some more Scarif DLC news, as well as a couple of hints on the next Battlefront game. But let's start off with the Scarif news. First off, the teased cool stuff today has apparently been delayed one day and will be revealed tomorrow, according to one of the Battlefront developers, Daniel. So unfortunately we didn't get any news during the Star Wars show today. Moving on, producer Paul has been active responding to questions on Twitter today, giving us some more details on what we will get in the patch and also how the DLC will be revealed. First off, he confirms that we are getting more game modes for the Death Star DLC in this patch. This is something that Dennis talked about earlier, but since we haven't gotten any patch until now, that's probably why it's been delayed. Paul also confirms that the playlists will work the same way they do now with no changes, and I honestly completely understand that since the player base isn't huge and the playlists are a good way to always make sure people can find a game. He also threw in a cheeky little response to someone asking about Hero Blast, which so far hasn't been officially announced. When asked about how much the level cap will be increased, he actually responded saying, "You will get a bunch of info in the upcoming live streams." So it seems like we will actually get multiple streams this time around. With multiple streams, I would guess that it might be like with Outer Rim when 3 different YouTubers streamed 1 hour each. Lastly, we have some information regarding the next Battlefront game coming from EA's Blake Jorgensen during an investors call earlier today. He talks about how the next year we are getting another Battlefront game and that the first one was well received, but one big criticism was that people wanted more. And this is something they are taking into consideration. The next game will, according to Blake, be a much bigger and more exciting Battlefront, which obviously sounds very good. Especially if you're like me and already have hundreds of hours of gameplay in this game, then just imagine how the next game will be if it's even better. He also mentions how the game will make use of the new movies, which isn't really new, and says that the reason why they couldn't do that with the last game is because it was released before the movie. This sort of makes me feel like the next game might not include episode 8, but that does of course depend on when they decide to release the game. But that is all the news for now. I will have more videos coming out the next couple of days, so stay tuned for that. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.